Already people crossed power quality, right? So, in the same way, I'm just going to recall about those topics, right, which we people already discussed. Anyway, I'm just going to recall once again in power quality as well as, right? So, in lighting loads alone. So we'll see, and these are the things we have already started in the previous classes, right? So the quality of power is getting affected, right? So two factors. One is a power factor as well as harmonics. Due to this power factor issue and harmonics issue, the quality of power is now getting affected, right? So why actually the power factor is now happening, changing, right? So as well as harmonics, how it's injecting, right? So these are the things which I am just going to discuss in especially in lighting loads, right? So the today's topic is now lighting loads. Due to lighting loads, how the quality of power is getting affected, right? So in last classes we have discussed about some standards, right? So manufacturers, they need to follow some procedures, right? So this is the way, and this are the standards which will be available for manufacturing companies. They need to follow a set of rules and regulations. Based upon that, they need to manufacture that lighting products, right? So these are the some common standards that will be all over Europe countries will be there. Right, I'm just looking for my Indian in India, right? So unfortunately, I didn't able to get exactly what actually we are following. But anyway, many things we are just many lighting loads, we are lighting systems we have imported from foreign countries. Maybe that's why this might be reason. We will have a Bajaj company also in our India, but I couldn't able to have that standards. Many companies, they're just following these kind of standards, right? So IEC, IEEE, and NEMA ANSI. So these are the common standard lighting loads, right? So lighting manufacturing company that's following this set of rules, right? So these are the things we have already discussed, right? Anyway, I'm just going to moving into recall into something about 5 minutes, right? So then we're just going to straight away moving into fluorescent lights and LED lights, right? So we're just going to go with it. So these are the things which we have discussed in my previous classes. This is called EPMSA. That's called a harmonic current emission due to lighting system, right? So these are the things we have discussed. Single pole maximum 16 ampere. So this we have in our mind. And what are the standards for manufacturing a lamp? So 61003-2 application guideline. This is a big flow chart. And class A, class B, class D applications, right? So appliances, electrical appliances, class A and class B and D. So various different types of appliances which we have discussed. அதில் என்ன கேட்டகரியில ஃபால் ஆகும் அப்படிங்கிறது நம்ம பார்த்தோம். And these are the things, right? Class A, balanced equipment. So in balanced three-phase equipment, there is no harmonics, right? So harmonics, it will be 99%, it will be now getting eliminated, and we have different class D, class C, class B. Right, these are the things will be available. So let's see, class D and class C is now most responsible equipment to introduce a harmonics, right? We'll see in detail, right? And these are the THD limit, total harmonic distortion, so limit. So we'll discuss, we'll come back 1 second from this table after we just once we just have a basic knowledge on basic as well as in-depth knowledge on harmonic, then we are just going to come back over here, right? Anyway, now just I'm just going to moving. In the same way, we have one more standard IEEE 519. So these are the one more thing. So current distortion limit. So maximum in the current distortion தான் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா standard இருக்கு. So each and every lighting manufacturing company, they need to follow these things, right? So the total demand distortion, TDD, in sense that against the full form, total distortion, demand distortion, right? We'll see 1 second. We are just going to come back after once we are just to discuss about harmonic and distortion, then we are just come back to this table, right? Anyway, so the companies, while manufacturing LED driver based lamp or maybe a compact fluorescent lamp, so they need to obey, or they need to follow this type of TDD, right? That's called a total demand distortion, right? So here itself TDD will be expansion will be there. THD is now different from TTD. So THD is now total harmonic distortion, and TDD is total demand distortion, right? So THD is now based upon different kind of application load. THD will be getting varied. So based upon different kind of application, for example, we are having a induction motor, for example, as well as we are having a VFD based induction motor, as well as we are having LED lamps. we are having washing machine, right? So we'll have different types of application. For different type of application, TH is going to be vary with respect of different type of application. TTD is now total demand decision about your input power supply towards my industry, towards my residential house, right? TTD. Now it is one thing. So and NEMA and CCA, this one more standard for it's mainly focused on harmonic emission limit on lighting equipment especially, right? So this is the thing we have discussed. Anyway, we're just going to come back once again. These three table we are just going to come back once again after we are just clearly seen about harmonics. Then we're just going to come back these three tables, right? Now just have in our mind these are the three different four different standards will be there for a lighting system, right? We'll go with it today. And today we are starting about incandescent lamps, right? I'm not having that slide right now. So incandescent lamp, it's simply it's nothing but a resist element that's called in a filament we are having inside the glass tube, vacuum tube, right? So we are just going to apply maximum electrical power. That's called 100 watts bulb or maybe 200 watts incandescent bulb. We are just going to apply power. So the current which is now flowing through this tungsten wire, right? So it's now getting heated up. That heat energy is now it's radiating at light energies, right? So due to that heating element only, we are getting a light energy, right? The same, it's not going. It's purely it's a resist element because we are just going to heat it up that tungsten wire inside that glass tube bulb. So that's why it's called resistive equipment. That's a resistive electrical load. So it's not going to be introduce any power factor as well as it's not going to be introduce any harmonic it's not going to be generate that much what could I say, it's not going to be introduce any power factor issue or maybe harmonic issue. So it's going to be consuming electrical power only. So right, so while coming to fluorescent, right, so while coming to fluorescent tube light, right, so we are having a setup system like this. So we are having 2.5 meter glass tube, right, so with the filled up of mercury, neon gas, right. So we'll have different types of inorganic gases will be there. Due to some, we are having different types of colors of light, so white color, green color, purple color light, right? So based upon that, there will be gases will be inert gases will be filled inside the tube. In the same way, we'll having a a lamp in my both end. That's called my anode as well as cathode. So in my front end, there is a anode, there's a cathode. So the fundamental principle is nothing but very easy. The electron is now started to flow from this anode to cathode. So அப்படி flow up என்ன ஆகும் inside that glass tube there is a inert gas will be filled, right? So argon, xenon, some bulbs will be now some inert gases will be there like argon, neon, maybe nearly every tube is now filled with argon and neon. So right, so in some different cases they will have some different over there, right? So for that purpose, the electron needs to ionize those gases, right? So that electron needs to. Sorry, someone is texted it. Yes, sorry, you are muted now. Arundhati, now my voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So now the electron needs to flow, right? So it needs to travel from this end to this end. So definitely it needs to ionize this area, right? So it needs to ionize this area. So this area, that glass tube is now filled with some inert gases that's called neon and argon, right? So it needs to, that electron needs to flow this direction, right? So for that purpose, this electron, right, so initial time, so initial starting time, it needs more energy, that's called more voltage it's need, right? So more voltage is required. So it initially, so one electron, for example, one electron, it needs to travel from this end to this end. Or electron, for example, understanding purpose, I'm just telling, or electron engine travel ஆயிடுச்சுனா, so it's now path is now created. So that electron path is now created, that's called current flow path is created. So remaining electron எல்லாமே வேகமா travel பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிரும். So that this end is now called that moment is now called the discharging time. So that's called my discharging time. So அப்ப மட்டும் எனக்கு என்ன பண்ணேன் in தவணை, that's time only, that initial time only needs more voltage, around 1000 voltages, that time only. So right, initial path create பண்றதுக்காக, that's called my that path is now, it's called arc. That's called arc. That's you could see in our tube lights, in our fluorescent. If you're not now, nowadays we are not having a 90% of fluorescent lamp is now replaced with my LED tube lights. Now people have that. Suppose if you're having fluorescent lamp, copper ballast fluorescent lamp, just once you just switch on, you could physically see that now it starts to flickering. You could see that. So ஒரு பளிச்சு பளிச்சுன்னு மின்னும், லைட் கண்டினியூஸ் உடனே பிரைட்னஸ் வராது, கொஞ்சம் ஃபிளிக்கரிங் ஆகும். ஒரு 2 to 5 செகண்ட்ஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா இட்ஸ் நவ் ஸ்டார்ட் டு பில்ட் அப் தட் ஆர்க் லென்த். ஸோ ஆனோட் டு கேத்தோடுக்கு எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் வந்து ஃபுல்லா டிராவல் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். அதுக்கப்புறம் எனக்கு பிரைட்னஸ் ஃபுல்லா கிடைக்கும். தட் ஃபிளிக்கரிங் டோல் இட் வில் ஷோஸ் தட் ஸோ எலக்ட்ரான் பாத் கிரியேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு. ஆனோட் டு கேத்தோடுக்கு எலக்ட்ரான் பாத் வந்து கிரியேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு. So some of for example thousands of, for example, understanding telling, so it's like trillions of electrons is now going, but for understanding purpose I'm just giving ஒரு batch of electrons வந்து first போய்டும். So அப்ப எனக்கு உங்களுக்கு வந்து brightness திடீர்னு கிடைச்சிருக்கும், திடீர்னு ஆஃப் ஆயிடும் because of voltage fluctuation. So எனக்கு copper ballast வந்து voltage boost பண்ணி கண்டினியூஸா தராது. It's now build up and it's giving, build up it's giving, build up it's giving, right? So அது அப்படி கொடுக்கறதுனால தான் எனக்கு அந்த flickering கிடைக்கும். Once path continuously create ஆயிடுச்சு, electron path create பண்ணிடுச்சுன்னா, now electron will be now it's flowing to this from this end to this end. Now we'll have a continuous brightness over there. So இப்படி இருந்தா என்ன ஆகும்? For example, you could see I already told that. So we are having only 230 volt single phase AC power supply over here. We are having only AC power supply 230 voltage, but it's not able to create that path, right? So that dish arc light. So it for that purpose we need to apply more voltage at initially. So for that purpose the AC main voltage applied is not sufficient to ionize the vapor. So it strike arc between my electrodes, right? So this is what a main principle about your tube light. So I think if people crossed EPL lab in our first semester, right? So it's maybe now உங்களுக்கு வந்து நான் clear tube light வச்சு full maybe இது full நம்ம எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணனும்னா இந்த ஒரு electrical equipment-க்கு. So we need to cross about 3 to 4 domain of applications, right? So அப்படிங்கறப்ப it should be vast application. So it will be good and as well as easy நல்லா இருக்கும். So anyway, then class is now discharge initiated from close started to cost by money. It will be will go with that. So right, anyway, I'm just going to go with it about harmonics and power factor issue. So I'm not going to end up into this principle, right? So anyway, so now free heated, now ignition is now started. So once it started, now the voltage is now coming into my normal voltage around 230 kilo per. So it will be now 230 voltage, 220, 230 voltage. Once now arc is now build up, ignition started now. And initially starter on arc length create ஆன பிறகு the starter is now getting opened, right? So these are the working principle of my fluorescent lamp. So இங்க என்ன பண்றோம், for boosting that arc create பண்றதுக்காக we are just injecting more voltage. So the more voltage எப்படி build பண்றோம் due to my copper ballast, right? We're having a copper ballast in between my power supply to my tube light, right? So this copper ballast, it's input current is now converted to flux lines. So flux lines is now associated to this coil. Again it will going to be introduced d phi by dt. So d phi by dt is now it's getting changed because of my input current is also changing. So due to this my voltage is also maybe getting varied. So my output side voltage is also going to be built up. This is the way how much coil we are just winding over here in this my copper ballast, that much d phi by dt is going to be getting introduced. So that much d phi by dt it will induce that much EMF in this area. Voltage is going to be built up around 1000 voltage. Once that arc is now built up, அதுக்கப்புறம் நார்மலா the current வந்துட்டு என்ன வரும், இல்ல that electron is now flowing. So due to that electron flow additional in the ballast flow of electrons is also now it's now traveling through this end and is coming to my closed path converted. So no more electrons will be now stayed in my copper ballast. That's why voltage is going to be getting reduced about 220 voltage. But arc create பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன ஆகும், copper ballast is getting voltage as well as current is now flowing. So still it's now current is only accumulating on my ballast. So right, so actually there is no path is now getting created till now. It's now flickering. So that much current is now going to be flowing in my copper ballast, and copper ballast வந்து இனிஷியலா ஸ்டார்டர் இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும். ஸோ இனிஷியலா ஸ்டார்டர் ஓப்பன்ல இருக்கு. ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் ஸ்டார்டர் கனெக்ட் ஆகுது, அதுக்கப்புறமா ஸ்டார்டர் கனெக்ட் இருக்கு. பட் இங்க ஆர்க் கிரியேட் ஆன பிறகு ஸ்டார்டர் ஓப்பன் ஆயிடுது. இட் ஷோஸ் தட். ஸோ அதுவரை என்ன ஆகும், எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் இஸ் நவ் ஃப்ளோயிங் த்ரூ மை ballast and it's now along way it's now going to be started and closed path create ஆயிட்டு இருக்கும். So அப்படின்னா more electron is now flowing into my copper ballast. So more electron it will induce more dFABT. More dFABT will be creating more voltage. So more voltage created now in the starter is now getting high heated. அது ஓப்பன் ஆகிடும், பயோமெட்டாலிக் ஸ்ட்ரிப் இருக்கும். அப்போ மோர் வோல்டேஜ் என்ன ஆகுது, எனக்கு அயனைசிங் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது. அயனைசிங் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா current electron is now flowing into this arc path and it's now coming to my neutral end. So no more electron is now staying in my copper ballast. That's why voltage is now getting 230 voltage. But in the arc create பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி வரல என்ன voltage அதிகமா build ஆகும். Once that arc create additional electron is now coming back to my neutral end, and that circuit is now exiting it's a closed path, and the voltage is now coming back to 220 voltage. This is a principle, right? So now due to here we are just going to introduce more dφ by dt. We are having more flux lines. So this cause will introduce more EMF. So this EMF that is called, it's not a back EMF, it's now electromotive force is now voltage is now built up with the help of this copper ballast. In the voltage என்ன ஆகும்னா input power supply is going to be affected. That's why my current waveform is now getting lagging. That's why it's now power factor is now getting introduced over here. That is a power factor issue is going to be happening in fluorescent. So we are just going to introduce some shunt capacitor in my parallel to with my load. It's now getting what could I say, neutralized, right? This power factor issue can be rectified. So nowadays this is one method. We'll go with it. So these are the things, right? So for example, nowadays we are not having any magnetic ballast right now. So now we are having electronic ballast over there. We'll see about electronic ballast, right? So this is called my magnetic ballast, and we are just going to go with it electronic ballast, right? So electronic ballast oda life pathina 10 years சொல்றாங்க, but it's not exactly this much, right? Because we are not having continuous 230 voltage. The voltage is not continuously changing. எனக்கு இவ்வளவு இயர்லாம் வராது, 5 years வந்தாவே it will be worthy, right? So maximum அவங்க கொடுக்கிறது 10 years அவ்வளோலாம் வராது, right? You will see. Why I'm saying in my home only 1.5 years குள்ளே அதெல்லாம் LED drivers, maybe, and the fluorescent drivers is now getting failed, right? So anyway, we'll discuss what are the things is now happening behind that. So, right, so now we are just going to move with electronic ballast, right? So line input we are giving, so single phase 230 voltage we are giving, right? So, and we'll see here what is meant by EMF filter, we'll see. And now the input voltage is now, we are just now focus on my electronic ballast, not a magnetic ballast, copper ballast. Now we are just going to moving to electronic ballast, right? Now 230 voltage is now single phase power supply is now given. So I'm just going to discuss later what is my EMF filter, electromagnetic inference filter, right? So now we're just going to convert AC voltage into DC by using a bridge rectifier, and we'll have power factor correction also, right? We'll discuss this both things in later, right? Once we just finish this entire block diagram explanation, right? So in 230 voltage is given to my EMF filter. After that AC voltage is converted into DC, and we're just going to convert, that's we are having power factor correction, and we'll have now resonant bridge output. Now, so these are the main components will be in, it will be available in electronic ballast. We'll have one more thing, control circuit, right? We'll have a control circuit over there. So right, finally we'll have a lamp, right? Finally we'll have a lamp. So what are the things it's now going to be, it's now going to be there? So one rectifier, one more resonant bridge thing will be there, switching devices, right? So IGBT or MOSFET will have some switching devices over here with some filters, inductor and capacitors. These are some filters, right? Also will be there. So these are the blocks, these are the components will be available in my electronic ballast, right? So EMF filter in the sense electromagnetic inference filter. So this block is going to be what could I say, input power supply. Is there any harmonics or maybe a frequency or distortion irundhuchna, it's going to be filter out. That's called electromagnetic inference, right? So with the help of my inductor as well as capacitor arrangement, like this arrangement, you could able to filter out your noise, input power supply noise. It's going to be getting eliminated, right? So with the help of this EMI filter, electromagnetic interference, that's frequency level noise you could able to rectify it. You could able to harmonics input possible you could able to reduce it. And then we are just having a rectifier. So already we know that bridge rectifier. So right, positive cycle 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? So we'll have the bridge rectifier. You could able to convert AC voltage into DC direct power supply, and then we'll have power factor correction. So with the help of power factor correction, you could able to rectify your power factors, current wave mode form. And then now see, before into that there is a step down transform will be available over here, right? So before into that, so you'll have step down transform, right? I just missed it over here. And then so இங்க நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா 50 hertz power supply. So inputல 50 hertz power supply 230 voltage. My after resonant output will have a frequency about so 2 kilohertz to the output to this towards this lamp, right? So 2 kilowatts to 50 kilowatts. 50 kilowatts. In our my electronic ballast, you could see input frequency is now 50 hertz, 230 voltage. But my lamp side, the frequency of my input power is now converted into 2 kilowatts to 50 kilowatts based upon that lamp size, right? Lamp output will have this much frequency. Voltage will be around 20 volt or 25 volt or 35 volt based upon my lamp wattage, right? So it shows that what could I say? The frequency of my input power supply is now entirely converting about a very high frequency, right? So 2 kilowatts to 50 kilowatts are with very, very low voltages. So எதுக்காக இப்படி பண்றோம், right? So by creating this arc much faster, அதுக்காக நம்ம இந்த மாதிரி பண்றோம், frequency increase பண்றோம், right? So frequency increase பண்ணா could able to the discharge பண்றதை discharging time you could able to increase. That's the concept. So அப்போ frequency நான் எப்படி சேஞ்ச் பண்றது? So 50 hertz எனக்கு 22 kilowatts 20 kilowatts மாத்தணும்னா நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்? So definitely I need a switching devices, right? Like this MOSFET and IGBT, we are having a switching devices. So we people already know. So whenever you are just going to introduce a switching devices in a circuit, right? So definitely there is a switching transient is happening, right? So switch is now going to be on and it's going to be off, on off, on off. So இப்படி பண்றதால என்ன ஆகும்? It's going to draws the current, right? It's going to draw a current. It's going to this lamp பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எப்படி current load எடுக்குது அப்படின்னா the current flowing which is flowing through this lamp is now controlled by this switching devices, right? So current flow in the device flow ஆகிறத control பண்றது in the switching devices, right? So due to the switching devices, switches onல இருந்துச்சுன்னா கண்டிப்பா load power supply போகும், that is now current is now flowing. Switch offல இருந்ததுன்னா current is now going to be getting off. So through this you could able to reduce the power flow which is now going to be consuming from this line. It's getting by drawn. So நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணி தெரியும், மேக்னெட்டிக் பல்லாஸ்ல கரண்ட் ஃப்ளோவை நம்ம கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணவே இல்லை, கண்டினியூஸா பவர் கரண்ட் இஸ் now flowing into this lamp. Here see, so anyway நான் நிறைய கிரிக்கெட் நினைக்கிறேன், so நிறைய எழுதிட்டேன். So here there is no thing, right, which is there is no device is going to be restrict the flow of current inside to this tube light. That's why it's getting more power, 48 watts, right? So around 46 watts 48 watts power supply போயிட்டு இருக்கு. But here we'll having switching devices, அதனால எனக்கு வந்து இது வந்து only 25 watts 26 watts maximum 50 power wattage குறைய. என்ன ரீசன்னா எனக்கு continuous power flow லாம்புக்கு போகாது. So we are having a switching devices. So based upon switching devices on time off time, the current which is now flowing through this lamp is now controlled. So இப்படி கண்ட்ரோல் பண்றதுனால என்ன ஆகுது, it's now incorrectly it tells that it's restricting the flow of current, right? It's restricting. So அப்படி பண்றதுனால என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னா, for example we are having a sine wave, look like this voltage waveform. The current waveform also it should be in phase with my voltage waveform. But நான் என்ன பண்றேன், switching device யூஸ் பண்ணேன். For example 0 to, for example I'm just telling 0.2 second. So 0.2 secondல ஒரு cycle sine wave from 50 hertz create ஆகுதுன்னா 0.02 I guess, right? So இது 0.1 second half cycle வந்துரும். But என் current waveform அப்படிதான் flow ஆகணும். My switching device என்ன பண்றேன், frequency change பண்ணிருக்கேன். Could see now 2 kilohertz to 50 kilohertz. அப்ப என்ன அர்த்தம், இங்க எனக்கு என்ன பண்றேன், so the sine waveform it will be look like this. இவ்வளவு current waveform it will be look like this. So அப்போ எவ்வளோ frequency change பண்ணியிருக்கேன். So இந்த changes, right? So by using cycloconverter lights, it will be very easy. Cycloconverter switching devices, right? Power switching devices. The current waveform, which is not exactly the same of my voltage waveform, right? So both are, it's not in the sinusoidal waveform. So not exactly the same way. It multiplies in the form of fundamental frequency. People already aware of those things, right? So harmonics, in the sense, it's going to be multiplied with the help of my integer number, with the help of my fundamental frequency, right? So that's why my current waveform is now getting changing because of my switching devices. So this is why it's called harmonics. So if there is harmonics is now going to be introduced in my electrical network, what is going to happen, right? A huge voltage waveform distortion is going to be happen. The current waveform கண்டிப்பா இந்த மாதிரி changes ஆச்சுன்னா my voltage waveform also is going to be affected. அப்ப இந்த input voltage is now getting affected, in the sense my total power system voltage supply is now going to be disturbed, and as well as my transformer power distribution transformer, power transformer, every line is now connected with my transformers. So transformer is also going to be getting affected. So transformer is going to be getting more heat due to my this harmonics. So definitely transformer is going to be getting more heat, in the sense definitely transformer heat achna, definitely the power transmission efficiency is going to be getting decreased because of heat. So the same way, we are just connecting my in station, substation, we are just connecting active power factor correction capacitors. Upon the heat enavagum, the capacitor is also going to be heated, so the power factor correction capacitor also going to be getting born. So this harmonic, it will introduce more number of issues in my total power system. So அப்ப இங்க harmonics எங்க கிரியேட் ஆகுது, my application side, my load side. So இப்ப என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா, there is a huge number of mitigation, that is called my mitigation or rectification things will be available to reduce this harmonics at a power that is called power consumption side itself. We could able to reduce it. So நான் சப்போஸ் இந்த ஹார்மோனிக்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்விட்சிங் டிவைஸ் யூஸ் பண்றதுனால கிரியேட் ஆகுது, நான் அப்ளிகேஷன் சைட்ல ஸ்டாப் பண்ணாம விட்டுட்டேன் அப்படின்னா, டெஃபினெட்லி இந்த டோட்டல் பவர் சிஸ்டத்தையே கொலாப்ஸ் பண்ணும். அதனாலதான் என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா, மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் பண்றப்பவே, that's why I'm just going to now just going to see this table. This is called current discharge limit, right? So அப்போ ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன் லைட்டிங், I'm just especially speaking my lighting system, ஒரு லேம்போ ஒரு பவர் சிஸ்டம் கிரியேட் பண்றப்பவே, ஸோ இந்த அளவுக்கு தான் டிடிடி இருக்கணும். ஸோ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், ஸோ ஷார்ட் சர்க்யூட் கரண்ட் ஆர் லோட் கரண்ட், ஸோ 20 ஆம்பியர் இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு அப்படின்னா, you need to fix your TTD amount 5 குள்ளதான் இருக்கணும். அந்த மாதிரி தான் நீங்க டிவைஸ் மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ணணும். ஸோ அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி ஆக்டிவ் ஃபில்டர் ஆர் பாசிவ் ஃபில்டர் இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ணி, ஆக்டிவ் ஃபில்டர் எல்லாம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை, ஒரு இண்டக்டர் ஒரு கெப்பாசிட்டர், அதை வந்துட்டு வேரியஸ் காம்பினேஷன்ல நான் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி நான் ஹார்மோனிக்ஸை ஃபில்டர் பண்ண போறேன். அந்த டெக்னிக் வில் சி லேட்டர். ஸோ these are the ranges. So if a 20 ampere 50 ampere kulla you are just going to getting a power supply ampere na, your TTD total demand resistance will be 8. So greater than 100 ampere நீங்க எடுக்கிறீங்க, லோட் கரண்ட் எடுக்கிறீங்கன்னா உங்க TTD 20 குள்ள இருக்கும், இதுக்கு மேல போக கூடாது. This called my limitation, about 20% my these things will be there, right? So ISC IL ங்கிறது ஷார்ட் சர்க்யூட் கரண்ட் against my load current, right? So maximum இந்த லெவலுக்குள்ள தான் நீங்க TTD இருக்கும். So now you could able to purchase in any LED lamp in our market, local retail market. If you are just the company followed IEEE 51 rules la follow பண்ணி manufacture பண்ற டியூப் லைட் நீங்க பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா, டெஃபினட்டா ஸ்பெசிஃபிகேஷன்ஸ்ல பாருங்க, மேல எழுதிருக்கும் TTD it will be now less than 5, 4.2, 4.1% போட்டிருப்பாங்க கண்டிப்பா. now இதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க வாங்குனீங்கன்னா you could able to seize that, right? So these are the things will be notified, right? So these things. Now I'm just coming back one second. So these things will be available. So in the total harmonics வந்துட்டு நம்ம இங்கேயே நம்ம அப்ளிகேஷன் சைடு பிளாக் பண்ணணும். ஸோ பிளாக் பண்ண விட்டோம்னா டோட்டல் பவர் சிஸ்டமே கெட்டிங் அஃபெக்டட். Anyway, now it's going to one small what could I say? I'm just going to play one video. You could easily understood, right? Actually, how, for example, before into that video, now I'm just going to go with it. One second, we are having electronic bell right now. So in my input side, so I already told that. So how we are just going to what could I say? How we are going to reducing that is called my total that's called harmonics, right? So with the help of simple capacitor and inductor, we could able to restrict it. Now the first thing, So we are having a electronic ballast with no filtering, no power factor improvement. Only we are just going to using a resistor to resist the flow of peak current. So for example, we are having electronic ballast எப்படி இருக்கு? So we are having input power supply AC. AC க்கு அப்புறம் we are just going to convert it into DC. DC க்கு அப்புறம் we are just going to convert it into a variable frequency about 2 kilohertz to 50 kilohertz. So this is a flow, right? So we'll see here we are having AC input, we are having only current limiting resistor. After that, we are having a bridge rectifier. After that, we are having a DC output. After that, we are having a resonant circuit. So, right. So here we are having only a DC link capacitor alone, right? It's like a filter also once again. But in my here first end, this end, I'm not having any without harmonic filtering I'm using. So simply, if you're having one simple inductor with a series of my power supply and capacitor, right? This is my LC filter. So this type of system is called a passive filtering. We're having two types of filtering, passive and active filtering. So these things will be called passive filtering. So why I'm saying passive filter? So once நம்ம ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா இந்த காம்பனண்ட் கெப்பாசிட்டரோட வேல்யூ இண்டக்டர் வேல்யூ ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு சால்டரிங் வச்சுட்டு நம்ம மேனிஃபெஸ்ட் பண்ணோம்னா real time we couldn't able to change these values, right? So 230 voltage or 220 voltage based upon voltage coming வருது அப்படின்னா, so we couldn't able to change this value by dynamically. So everything is now pre-fixed. So இதை நம்ம சேஞ்ச் பண்ண முடியாது. ஒன்ஸ் நான் மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ணி ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன் PCB போர்டில், we couldn't able to go with it. This is called my passive filtering. So this thing will be added in my input side. So rectifier munnadi, if you are just going to add this type of suit to setup, it's now called passive harmonic filtering. So இதை நம்ம ஆட் பண்ண போறோம். இப்போ வர ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இனிஷியலா எப்போ எலக்ட்ரானிக் பல்லாஸ்ட் வந்ததோ அப்போ என்ன பண்ணாங்கன்னா ஒன்லி கரண்ட் லிமிட்டிங் மட்டும் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணாங்க. ஸோ இவங்க அங்கே ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணல, ஹார்மோனிக்னு ஒரு கான்செப்ட் அவங்க ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணாமல் விட்டுட்டாங்க. ஆஃப்டர் தட் தே ஜஸ்ட் ஐடென்டிஃபை தட் டிரான்ஸ்மிஷன் எல்லாம் ஹீட் இஸ் நவ் கெட்டிங் இன்க்ரீஸ்ட், as well as my electrical appliance is getting failed லைஃப் ஸ்பேன் ஈஸியாக குறைஞ்சிருது. ஸோ 10 years சொல்றாங்க, எனக்கு 1 yearலேயே வந்துட்டு லைட் அந்த டியூப் லைட் வந்து உடனே ஃபெயில் ஆயிடுது. என்ன ரீசன் வாட்ச் பண்ணாங்க? நவ் ஹீட் இஸ் மேஜர் இஷ்யூ. இந்த ஹீட் எப்படி இன்டியூஸ் ஆகுதுன்னு பார்த்தாங்க, ஸ்விட்சிங் டிவைசஸ் அண்ட் ஹார்மோனிக்ஸ். அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணாங்க, இந்த ஹார்மோனிக்ஸ் எப்படி ஆஃப் பண்றதுன்னு பார்த்தா, with help of these filters, and they could able to reduce harmonics, they could able to increase that span of our lamp. So this is the entire system you could see now. So AC input, and these are my filtering and my rectifier block and DC link capacitor. After that, we are having switching devices T1, T2. So we're having a gate driver thing will be available. So nowadays we're having a internal ICs will be also available. Timing IC will be also there. Here we could see ICs will be there. This IC is now going to be generate a control signal over here. That is gate pulse is now generated over this end. So due to this, IC is going to be generate a gate driven signal over here, and your switching device is going to be switched on, and your will have output over this lamp. So before end, we'll have a rectifier and we'll have a filter. Here have input, and we'll have a current limiting thing will be available. So this is the exact electrical circuit diagram which is available in my CFL lamp. You could see CFL lamp over here. So entire system is now look like this. A step down transformer, my inductor and capacitor. Let's see, my capacitor inductor will be now filtering, harmonic filtering. So and rectifier will be there, as well as will have a timing IC will be there. Couldn't able to see here, right? So it will be everything is now placed in a small space. That's why I couldn't able to see. Now it will be there. So this is a compact fluorescent lamp circuit, right? So லைட்டுக்குள்ள இவ்வளோ இருக்கு. ஸோ நம்ம லைட் மட்டும் சுவிட்ச் ஆன் பண்ணால் ஈஸியாக எரியுதுன்னு நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கோம். பட் நவடேஸ் எலக்ட்ரானிக் பல்லாஸ்ல this much things will be available, right? So MATLAB Simulink file இருக்கு. So I'm not going too much into MATLAB Simulink file. Right now I'm just going to move into some analysis, right? So what actually harmonics will see, right? So once again we'll have different things. I already told that. So this blue color, it tells that my input voltage, you could see my pure sinusoidal waveform which is now coming all the way from my transmission line, which is generated by my transfer that is called my generator, right? So this gray color indicates that my current, which is we are just going to draw. It is gray color. I'm still drawing look like this, right? It's not exactly sine waveform, right? So this is a real data which I got it from IEEE Industrial Electronics Society website, right? So this is a real scope data which is from power analysis and the DSO image, power analysis and the image or DSO, right? This is a real time current which is drawn by a CFL lamp. a CFL lamp across என்ன current flow na இப்படிதான் flow ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. So it's not exactly the sine waveform, right? You could see this spike. So this spike, this sinusoidal waveform is not exactly. இப்போ எப்படி வந்திருக்கும் actually எப்படி வந்திருக்கும்னா the waveform it will be somewhat to look like this. இப்படி வந்துச்சுன்னா you could able to have pure sinusoidal waveform, but it's not actually like look like that. Right, so due to my this switching devices, so this my rectifier and these devices is now cut off the power supply. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த எண்ட்ல there is no current, so dead இருக்கு பாருங்க, இந்த இடத்துல dead current, right? So here also அப்படின்னா என்ன பண்ணது, கண்டினியூஸா பவர் சப்ளை நான் கன்சியூம் பண்ணவே இல்லை, எலக்ட்ரானா நான் what is called flow of current எடுக்கவே இல்லை, டிஸ்கண்டினியூஸா தான் நான் பவர் சப்ளை கன்சியூம் பண்றேன். That's why எனக்கு பவர் கன்சம்ப்ஷன் is now getting reduced in my LED bulbs. நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா தெரியும். ஸோ என்னுடைய எலக்ட்ரானிக் பல்லாஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணி பவர் கன்சம்ஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணால் ரொம்ப வெரி லோ வோல்டேஜ்னு சொல்றாங்க, ஒன்லி 25 வாட்ஸ் தான் சொல்றாங்க. இது எப்படி நடந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, நான் கரண்ட் வந்து கண்டினியூஸா கன்சியூம் பண்ணாதானே பவர் சப்ளை கன்சம்ஷன் அதிகமாகும். now you could see பவர் சப்ளை கரண்ட் நான் வந்துட்டு அங்கங்க லோடு நான் கட் பண்ணி தான் யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் வித் ஹெல்ப் மை ஸ்விட்சிங் டிவைஸ், அதனால எனக்கு பவர் கன்சம்ஷன் ரெடியூஸ் ஆயிருக்கு, ரைட்? இது இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங் இன்சைட் தட் தோஸ் திங்ஸ், ரைட்? now I'm just this is one more electronic ballast example, right? So input power supply, rectifier, filters, right? Low pass filter, and I will have a refrigerator rectifier, and we'll have and then you could see that control ICs. This IC is now 7th pin and 5th pin is now going to be generate a control signal, so towards my gate driver, and we'll have IGBT over here, and it's going to be generate a what could I say, it's going to be turned on, turned off. After that, the frequency of my power supply is getting buried and lamp is not going to be glow that much. So this is one more time. So anyway, I'm just going to play on video, right? I think we couldn't able to go with that, right? So video only I'm just going to play about 10 seconds, right? Because we need to go with it somewhat in depth, right? That's why I'm just going to move a little faster, and the video full on play panna podala. Play I'm just going to give you actually how it's look like. அது மட்டும் நான் காமிக்க போறேன். Right, one second. Now I'm switching into my small video. How that voltage waveform you could really see is that ஒரு CFL lamp வந்து நான் கனெக்ட் பண்ண போறேன், அந்த CFL lamp அக்ராஸ் இருக்கிற வோல்டேஜ் கரண்ட் ஃப்ளோ த்ரூ திஸ் லேம்ப், அதை வந்துட்டு நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா சிம்பிள் நம்மளுடைய சியரோல வச்சு பார்க்க முடியாது, சியரோல we couldn't able to see. Now we'll have a power analyzer, right? So we'll company from Yokogawa, it's a Japanese company. So we are just going to see how that current flow which is now flowing through a CFL lamp as well as a voltage. We'll see. One second, I'm just looking for the tab. We could able to measure harmonic also from the power analyzer. Already Ramesh sir, maybe he took about this subject power quality, right? Those time also he just given, I guess. Anyway, right? I think my screen is visible, right? Yes, my screen is visible, right? And this is a Yokogawa company. Now you could see this is CFL lamp which is now connected, and this is my power quality analyzer, right? So this is called a digital power analyzer from Yokogawa company. So currently this lamp across voltage about 119, that is called 120 voltage, and the current which is drawn by this lamp about 172.614 milliampere, and total wattage of power is now around 12.5 watts. And this is what my power factor 0.60 is now power factor, right? So where actually harmonics, we'll see.
Hello and welcome to Yokogawa's video on how to measure harmonics with a power analyzer. My name is.
Now I'm straight away I'm just going to moving with that. So this is a harmonic analyzer, power quality analyzer thing. So they எப்படி measure பண்ணனும்னா சொல்லிறேன். There is a LPC, right? So low pass filter, and this is a probe, right? In the probe தான் நான் கனெக்ட் பண்ண போறேன் lamp கூட, and we'll have an analog to digital converter. So we are having a F50, so fast Fourier transform. So I'm just going to discuss later what is actually fast Fourier transform and how it's going to be helped over here to identify the harmonic value, right? So now after that we'll have a computer, and after that we'll have a circuit, right? So this is the electrical circuit which is now behind my WT300 3000 harmonic analyzer.
Is the list of the fundamental frequency and the RMS.
So this is the current real-time value which is now getting from my CFL lamp, around 60 hertz power supply. So this is now RCA product, right? That's why they're just using a 60 hertz. Now current voltage is now 117 voltages. Current which is now currently drawn by this CFL lamp 0.17 ampere, that is 171 milliampere, and total wattage 12 watts, and this is apparent power about 13 apparent power. So as well as we'll have a kVAR, that's called reactive power, minus 0.6737, and power factor will be 0.8888 power factor, and we'll have phase delay, that is called my phase delay between my current and voltage will be 27 degree, and this is what my harmonics, voltage harmonics will be 3.467, and current waveform 73%, right? So total TST it will be now 0.791.
Component at each order.
So already told that. So lamping load TST will be around எவ்வளவு இருக்கணும்? நான் சொன்னது 4 குள்ள தான் சொன்னேன். So 5 குள்ள இருக்குன்னு சொன்னேன். 3 ல தான் மெயின்டைன் பண்றாங்க. That's why the standard and the bulb manufacturing company they're just following some standards. That's why 5 குள்ள தான் இருக்கு, below 5, right?
Including the fundamental frequency and the RMS component at each order. Power analyzers are also capable of accurately measuring the total harmonic distortion, phase angle difference.
So phase angle difference 52 degree and total harmonics 3.47.
Power
Currently it's now running current
harmonics data. And more. Additional features will also allow you to display the harmonics in a bar. Thank you for watching.
Now you could see clearly, you could see this yellow color line, it indicates that my input voltage, right? My input voltage. Now the current which is now flowing through this lamp, CFL lamp, which is now glowing here, the current is now, there is a huge spike. Now you could see negative, positive, negative, and positive. So due to my switching devices inside my LED driver, so we have just we are having a rectifier as well as my switching device over there. So due to this we are not having continuous current flow, so we'll have discontinuity in a current flow. So due to that my harmonics is now getting introduced, right? We'll see now I'm just going to switching into my thing. It's my PPT. 1 second. Now I will directly jump into harmonics, right? And harmonics, what are the different methods will be available to restrict the harmonics in my power device. So mainly harmonics is now introduced by my non-linear loads, right? So based upon my non-linear nodes only we are going to having an harmonics. This is also my, I'm just getting from Yaskawa. This is also my Japanese company, not Yokogawa. Previous video we just seen from Yokogawa, and this Yaskawa, right? So famous robotic company. And this is my linear load. So if you are using only resistive type of loads, right? So resistive loads, it's my voltage waveform, this current waveform. Both are in somewhat what could I say, nearby in phase, right? So nothing wrong in there. So both are in sinusoidal waveform, right? So now while using non-linear load, my voltage waveform is always sinusoidal. My current waveform, it's look like, so my blue color I'm just going to rewriting. So now one waveform and two, that is called my ஒரு சைக்கிள் வர வேண்டிய இடத்துல வோல்டேஜ் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு சைக்கிள் தான் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிருக்கு. My current waveform பாருங்க 1.5 cycle கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிருக்கு. So right, 1.5. The same way negative halfலயும் அதே மாதிரி தான். So 1.5. So அப்ப டோட்டலா எனக்கு ரெட் வந்து ஒரு சைக்கிள் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்றப்ப என் கரண்ட் 3 cycles கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணுது, ரைட்? ஆர் மேபி 2 cycles கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணுது. So now இந்த cycles எப்படி வந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா switching devices, right? So someone is speaking. Thanks. I don't know who is that. Arundhati?
Sir, we can't actually see your PPT, sir.
Which one, pa? Which one?
The screen is black, sir.
Okay, sorry. I'm not sad with it. 1 second. Sorry, pa. I'm just switched, but I'm not sad, right? Anyway, I'm just going to share it right now. 1 second. Thank you. I think now you could see my screen. I just forgot to share my screen, right? Thank you, Arundhati. Now you could see my screen, right? Now yes, this my linear load, right? For example, resistive load, right? So red color indicates that my AC waveform and blue color indicates my current waveform. So both are in both sinusoidal waveform, but actually there is a small phase delay also happening. So it's like linear load. Both are in sinusoidal waveform, but while using non-linear load, so you could see that waveform which is now in red color, it's now my AC in nature, right? So look at see that blue color. So you could see that current which is now drawn by any applications, right? So like a CFL lamp. So right, see, I'm just going to draw here. So one bump irukku, so one bump and 1 bump. ஸோ அப்போ எனக்கு ரெட் வந்து ஒரு ஹாஃப் சைக்கிள் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்றப்ப எனக்கு கரண்ட் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா 1.5 ஜம்ப் வந்து எனக்கு கிரியேட் ஆயிருக்கு. இட் ஷோஸ் தட் ஐம் நாட் கோயிங் டு கன்சியூம் ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் கரண்ட் எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கரண்ட் வந்து நான் கண்டினியூஸா கன்சியூம் பண்ணல, சம் டிலே, சம் ஒரு பீக் ஒரு ஆஃப் ஒரு பீக். ஸோ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வோல்டேஜ் ஒரு ஹாஃப் சைக்கிள் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்றப்ப எனக்கு கரண்ட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 2 ஹாஃப் கிரியேட் ஆகுது. ஸோ டிஸ்கண்டினியூட்டி இன் கன்சம்ஷன் ஆஃப் கரண்ட், ஸோ நாட் இன் வோல்டேஜ், ரைட்? வோல்டேஜ் கண்டினியூஸா தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. கரண்ட் தான் நான் வந்து what could I say? So current is now only responsible for driven of my applications, right? So நான் கரண்ட் வந்து கண்டினியூஸா எடுத்தேன்னா எனக்கு பவர் கன்சம்ஷன் அதிகமா இருக்கும். ஸோ நான் கரண்ட் என்ன பண்றேன், டிஸ்கண்டினியூட்டி மோட்ல நான் எடுக்கிறேன். அந்த டிஸ்கண்டினியூட்டி மோட்ல எடுக்கணும்னா ஐ நீட் ஸ்விட்சிங் டிவைசஸ். That's called my power electronic switching devices. So through that only I could able to reducing my power consumption based upon my requirement of demand. So அப்படி எடுக்கிறப்ப எனக்கு யூசேஜ் தான். எனிவே ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு கன்சூமிங் ஒன்லி வாட் குட் ஐ சே எக்ஸாக்ட் பவர் விச் இஸ் ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் ரெக்வயர்ட். அது மட்டும் தான் எடுக்க போறேன். எனிவே எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி காஸ்ட் ரெடியூஸ் பண்ண போறேன். நிறைய நம்ம ரெடியூஸ் பண்றோம். மோர் நம்பர் ஆஃப் அட்வான்டேஜஸ் வில் பி தேர். பட் even though every technology has its own advantages, that's called here power electronic switching device use பண்றதுனால there is a switching operation is now happening. So due to that, so we are just going to be restricting, or maybe we're just going to drawn switched off electrons as electricity. So due to that, harmonics is now getting introduced, even though adi nama black panna mudiyum, right? So எனக்கு பவர் எலக்ட்ரானிக் ஸ்விட்சிங் டிவைசஸ்ல தான் ஹார்மோனிக்ஸ் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் ஆகுது. அப்போ எங்க ப்ராப்ளம் அரைஸ் ஆகுதோ அதே டிவைஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணி என்ன பண்ணலாம், ப்ராப்ளத்தை சால்வ் பண்ண முடியும். வில் சி இன் ஃபியூச்சர். ஸோ தீஸ் ஸ்விட்சிங் டிவைஸ் ஆல்சோ இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி என்ன சொல்றது, எங்க ப்ராப்ளம் அரைஸ் ஆகுது அங்கதான் சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும், ரைட்? ஸோ விவேகானந்தர் சொன்ன மாதிரி தான் தி சேம் வே. ஸோ டியூ டு ஸ்விட்சிங் டிவைசஸ் வி ஆர் ஜஸ்ட் ஹேவிங் ஹார்மோனிக்ஸ். So the same way, with the help of switching devices, we are just going to eliminate harmonics also. In future, we can just going to see. And these are some sources, right? So sources of my non-linear loads. In my home appliances, by just speaking, my personal computer also using SMPS. So SMPS already we know, right? So switched mode power supply. So SMPS, switched mode power supply. Computer பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மானிட்டருக்கு ஒரு பவர் சப்ளை வேணும், கீபோர்டுக்கு ஒரு பவர் சப்ளை வேணும், மவுஸுக்கு ஒரு சப்ளை வேணும், இன்டர்னல் பிசிபி போர்டு உள்ள மதர் போர்டுக்கு வேற பவர் சப்ளை வேணும், அதில் இருக்கிற ஃபேனுக்கு ஒரு வோல்டேஜ் வேணும். வில் ஹாவ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் பவர் கன்சம்ஷன். அப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும், வர 230 வோல்டேஜ் லைன் வோல்டேஜ் என்ன பண்ணணும், எஸ்எம்பிஎஸ் என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, நீங்க நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணீங்கன்னு தெரியும், உங்களுடைய பழைய வீட்டுல கம்ப்யூட்டர் எடுத்து ஓப்பன் பண்ணீங்கன்னா ஜஸ்ட் ட்ரேஸ் தட் பவர் சப்ளை, இன்புட்ல இருந்து வர பவர் சப்ளை ட்ரேஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா எடுத்தோடனே ஒரு பிளக்இன்ல போய் கனெக்ட் ஆகும். நீங்க குட் சீன் ஒரு லேபரட்டரி பின்னாடி பவர் கார்டு கனெக்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க, 3 பாயிண்ட் இருக்கும், ஃபேஸ், நியூட்ரல், கிரவுண்டு. ஸோ அதை கனெக்ட் பண்றப்போ ஒரு பாக்ஸ்ல உள்ள ரிமூவ் பண்ணி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும், there will be a huge box will be there, that's called SMBS. இதுக்கப்புறம் தான் will have different types of output, 0 to 5 voltage, 0 to 5 12 voltage, 0 to 12 volt 24, 0 to 230 voltage. அதுக்கு ஒவ்வொன்றுலேயே கரண்ட் வேரி ஆகும், ஒவ்வொன்றுலையுமே கரண்ட் அவுட்புட் வேரி ஆகும். ஸோ எஸ்எம்பிஎஸ்க்கு இன்புட் 230 வோல்ட் சிங்கிள் ஃபேஸ் பவர் சப்ளை, பட் ஆஃப்டர் எஸ்எம்பிஎஸ் வில் ஹேவிங் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் அவுட்புட். ஸோ அப்படி உள்ள என்ன இருக்கு அப்படின்னா, ஒவ்வொரு டிரைவர்ஸ் இருக்கட்டும் ஒவ்வொரு மாதிரி ஒர்க் ஆகிட்டு. தி சேம் வே மை வாஷிங் மிஷின் அண்ட் மை ரெஃப்ரிஜரேட்டர் வில் ஹேவ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரானிக் ரெக்டிஃபைஸ் உள்ள இருக்கிற சர்க்யூட் நிறைய இருக்கு. ஸோ திஸ் ஆல் த திங் அண்ட் லைட்டிங் டிம்மர், திஸ் ஆல்சோ ஒன் அப்ளிகேஷன். ஸோ வில் ஹேவ் 4 application. For example, commonly we are using in our home. So light dimmer, you could see light dimmer, you could able to increase, I could able to change. So these are the some non-linear loads in our homes we are using. So computer, electronics, and lamp dimmers, right? So due to using these different types of non-linear loads, right? So you are if you take a voltage waveform, if you are using this type of power electronic based applications you are using, so a waveform if the voltage waveform it will be look like this. See in the mari changes side, and the voltage waveform it's not now in the waveform of look like this. If there is a waveform, if there is a bump and there is a lower and there is a bump, and if take a voltage if the மாறிடுச்சு. So if the மாறினா என்ன ஆகும், more number due to this எப்படி இப்படிங்கிற வோல்டேஜ் இப்படி மாறுச்சு அப்படின்னா with the help of these different type of power electronic switching devices இருக்கிறதுனால இப்படி மாறிடுச்சு. ஸோ என்ன மாறிச்சு அப்படின்னா, பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் என்னுடைய வோல்டேஜ் வேவ்ஃபார்ம் இட் வில் பி லுக் லைக் திஸ். நான் இந்த ஸ்விட்சிங் டிவைஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணி என்ன பண்றேன், எனக்கு தேவைங்கிறப்ப மட்டும் தான் கரண்ட் எடுக்கிறேன், இல்லை எங்க அப்படி வேணாம் ஃப்ரீக்வன்சி நான் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். என்னுடைய கரண்ட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இப்படி எடுத்திருப்பேன், என்னுடைய கரண்ட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த மாதிரி தான் எடுத்திருக்கேன். கரண்ட் வந்து ஒரே சைக்கிள் எடுத்துக்க மாட்டேன், இன்பிட்வீன் ஒரு கரண்ட் ஆஃப்ல இருக்கும், ஆன்ல இருக்கும், ஆஃப் இருக்கும், ஆன்ல இருக்கும். ஸோ பவர் கன்சம்ஷன் ரெடியூஸ் பண்றேன், ரைட்? அல்டிமேட் aim is that I am not going to consume much electricity. கன்சியூம் பண்ணாம நான் கொஞ்சம் எனக்கு எப்போ தேவையோ அது மட்டும் எடுக்க போறேன். அப்படி எடுக்கிறதுனால என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா, கரண்ட் வேவ்ஃபார்ம் இப்படி சேஞ்சஸ் ஆயிடும். கரண்ட் வேவ்ஃபார்ம் இப்படி சேஞ்சஸ் ஆனா என் வோல்டேஜ் வேவ்ஃபார்மும் இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு பி கெட்டிங் அஃபெக்டட். ஸோ அப்போ வோல்டேஜ் வேவ்ஃபார்ம் இந்த மாதிரி அஃபெக்ட் ஆயிடும். யூ குட் see So இதுக்கு பேர் தான் வந்து harmonics. So it will be a distorted periodic waveform. That's called my harmonic. So it can be defined as combination of fundamental wave வந்துட்டு it's going to be affected, right? So it will be multiplied up, right? For example, my red color indicates that my input waveform, my affected waveform will be look like this with the help of my power and use பண்ணனால இந்த மாதிரி மாறி இருக்கு. For example, you could see now we'll have blue color. They will told that third order harmonic. We'll see why it's called third order harmonic. For example, என்னோட ரெட் வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்க. ரெட் வாட்ச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா I'm just drawing like that over அந்த கர்மல் டிரா பண்றேன். It's only crossing ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் சைக்கிள் ஒரு நெகட்டிவ் சைக்கிள், டோட்டலி ஒரு சைக்கிள் தான் எடுத்திருக்கு, ரைட்? ஸோ ஒரு சைக்கிள் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிருக்கு. பட் மை ரெட் வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்க, தட்ஸ் மை கரண்ட் வேவ் ஃபார்ம். ஸோ ஒரு சைக்கிள் இங்கே முடிஞ்சிருச்சு, ரெண்டு சைக்கிள், மூணு சைக்கிள் எடுத்திருக்கு. ஸோ நவ் 3 cycle is now completed. ஸோ கரண்ட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த 3 சைக்கிள் ட்ராவல் பண்ணிருக்கு. ஸோ டியூ டு மை ஸ்விட்சிங் டிவைசஸ், மை ஃப்ரீக்வன்சி ஆஃப் மை ஸ்விட்சிங் டிவைஸ் டைம் பீரியட் வேற மாதிரி இருந்திருக்கும். தட்ஸ் வை கரண்ட் வேவ் சேஞ்சஸ் ஆயிருக்கு. So this is why it's called third harmonic. The same way we'll have even harmonic and the AC power supply irukadu. Only we'll have only odd harmonic. So namely called third harmonic, fifth harmonic, seventh harmonic, 9th, 11th, 20 mela irukku, 25 mela irukku, right? We'll see third order and fifth order could be like this in my orange color. So red pathina idha red color vachina ore oru wave form da, right? It's my voltage wave form. But in orange wave watch பண்ணி பாருங்க, totally 5 இருக்கும். 1 2 3 4 and 5. That's why it's called fifth harmonic and seventh harmonic. So due to these harmonics, what are the things going to be happen? So my line loss is going to happen, equipment is going to be getting damaged, increased power cost, waste energy. So these are the things is going to be happen. So 2 minutes are இருக்கு. Anyway, I'm just going to finish it up. I guess I couldn't able to finish it up, right? So 11 to color stop பண்ணிடுறேன். So these are the appliances, right? So we are just going to have a different types of appliances in our home side. So we, with the help of switching device நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணோம்னா, my near in, for example, in the home switching device இருக்கிற applications நிறைய யூஸ் பண்ணல. பட் இந்த ஹோம்ல நிறைய ஸ்விட்சிங் டிவைஸ் இருக்கிற அப்ளிகேஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும்னா, இவங்களுக்கு போற பவர் லைன் கண்டக்டர் என்ன ஆகும்னா ஹீட் ஆகும். அப்ப இவங்களுக்கு போற பவர் என்ன ஆகும், அஃபெக்ட் ஆகும். ஸோ ரைட், ஸோ அதே மாதிரி இவங்களுக்கும் அதே மாதிரி தான். ஸோ இப்போ இவங்களுக்கு அஃபெக்ட் ஆச்சுன்னா டோட்டல் லேம்ப் போஸ்ட்ல இருக்கிற பவர் லைன், யூ குட் see that red color indicates that my line is now getting more heated. ஸோ இந்த லைன் எது கூட கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்கு, மை ஸ்டெப் அப் டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூஷன் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர். ஸோ அந்த லைன் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா லைட் could have that color, red color. In the same way, the total transmission line and every total entire network is now getting more heat and waste. That's why I told that waste of energy and increase in power cost, line loss, everything is now going to happen. அப்ப எனக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும், இந்த இடத்துலயே நான் ஹார்மோனிக்கை நான் ஃபில்டர் பண்ணணும். That's why. Or I'm just going to filter it in a substation. So இங்க பண்ணணும். So லைன் மேல இந்த லைனுக்கு இந்த டிரான்ஸ்மிஷன் லைனுக்கு நம்ம போகவே கூடாது, இங்கேயே நம்ம ஸ்டாப் பண்ணி ஆகும் சப்ஸ்டேஷனுக்குள்ளேயே. So now first of all, I think I couldn't able to finish it up, right? 11 ஆயிடுச்சு. Anyway, so we are just going to continue with my forthcoming classes. அதுல என்ன பண்ண போறோம்னா, we are just going to how we are just going to restrict, maybe how we are just going to mitigate, how maybe we are just going to filter out my harmonics, right? So with the help of this man, Jean Baptiste Joseph Fourier. So Fourier transform நீங்க படிச்சிருப்பீங்க, Fourier transform DSP ல படிச்சிருப்பீங்க. Anyway, I'm not going to teach DSP. We are just going to recall on small thing and we are just going to continue, right? So tomorrow we are just going to continue. So with that, I'm just going to finish it up over here. So remaining will be how we are just going to mitigate harmonics in the power system, right? So that's why this is remaining pending topic in our model 2. Anyway, we are just going to see in my forthcoming classes, right? So thank you all. So we are just running out of time. ஏன்னா நீங்க பிசிக்கலா கிளாஸ் இருந்தா கூட ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி நம்ம வெளியே வைக்க வச்சிடலாம், பட் ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ் அவங்க வந்துருவாங்க. That's why I'm going to pass it over here and